there is an exclusive restaurant in Italy that accommodates only 2 people. During a protest in Brazil, one officer said, "Do not create episodes, please, not on my birthday." Shortly thereafter, a group of protesters surprised him with this. A man was cured of HIV in Germany via a bone marrow transplant from a donor whose gene mutation made him immune to HIV. Exercising makes you both more productive and happier for the day that you exercise. It affects your brain function and memory, and the positive effect lasts for the entire day. Scottish Army tried to take advantage of the Black Plague in England through an invasion, but caught it themselves and brought it back to Scotland, killing half of the native population. The Basenji dog is the only dog that is not able to bark. Gustav Eiffel, designer of the Eiffel Tower, enjoyed a successful career as an architect, despite having dyslexia and a paralyzing fear of heights. When the first iPod was presented to Steve Jobs by engineers, he dropped it in an aquarium. After it touched bottom, bubbles floated to the top and he snapped, "That means there is space in there. Make it smaller." Nikola Tesla used to feed pigeons, bringing injured ones into his hotel room to nurse back to health, and one time spending over $2,000 to fix a pigeon's broken wing and leg, including building a device that comfortably supported her so her bones could heal. Astronomers have found a planet that rains glass sideways. Russell Brand has been spotted helping out homeless people several times, including taking them out for meals, talking to them, and trying to help them out in any way he can. A 3-year-old Russian girl who survived for 11 days in Siberian taiga forest by drinking from a creek and eating berries while being protected by her dog, which went to get help after 9 days and returned with rescuers. A couple invited the Queen to their wedding as a joke, and she turned up. Scientists recently discovered giant viruses as big as 1 home in length, named Pandora viruses, because more than 93% of their genes resemble nothing known and their origin cannot be traced back to any known cellular lineage. Scientists suggest the existence of a 4th domain of life. In 1977, 5 TV stations in the UK had their audio simultaneously hijacked for over 6 minutes by someone claiming to be an alien and warning Earth. It is generally considered to be a hoax, but the identity of the intruder is still unknown. There is a pizza place in Alaska that delivers pizzas to remote areas by plane with no charge for delivery. A Green Bay Packers fan used to donate blood often to afford tickets to games. He learned later on that he had a potentially fatal blood disease that was preventable through blood donation. He had unknowingly been saving his life the entire time. The cost of a taxi permit in New York City is around $1 million. Despite being one of the most successful fighting games of all time, Mortal Kombat only had a development team of 4 people. 19-year-old Robert Wardlow, whose height is 8 feet 7 inches, the tallest person in recorded history, chatting with a friend after appearing at a charity event in Omaha, Nebraska, April 1, 1937. He grew another 4 inches before his death 3 years later. The average citizen of Liechtenstein doesn't even lock their door because crime in the country is so low. The last murder was 10 years ago, as of 2007. In sectoral heterochromia, one part of the eye is different from its remainder. Heterochromia in general is the result of excessive pigment. It can be inherited or caused by disease and injury. With 25 billion hours, 2.85 million years of total gameplay, people have played Call of Duty for longer than the course of human existence. Jesse James, while staying with the widow, lent her $1,400 to pay off a debt collector. He asked her to give him the money and asked for a receipt. As the debt collector left the house after receiving payment, James, who was watching from the road, robbed him of the money. In 2007, a 75-year-old woman from Virginia named Mona Shaw smashed up a Comcast office with a hammer from being fed up with their poor customer service.